Hello and welcome to a brand spanking new CraftySimulations video. Now, the last couple of videos I should say, been covering the update progress for the COWS DA42, and a few days ago, literally as of making this video just a few days ago, I did a video for version 1.0.5 and I covered what was included in version 1.0.5, and I started my computer up yesterday, this was, and immediately found on my Orbix software, I can't remember what it's called now, Orbix Control, is it? I can't, wherever I downloaded the DA42 from, and it says I've got an update, and it's 1.0.6 for the DA42. So I was like, how can it be so quickly updated? I mean, this literally was just a few days. So anyway, a bit of digging in, started downloading the update and started doing some digging. It was about a 300 odd megabyte update, and I thought that's got to be something quite big. And eventually I got onto the Discord page for the COWS developers and found the actual changelog for the DA42 1.0.6 update. Now, the changelog actually says they've taken away all pretty much the graphical updates of the DA42 in regards to the muck, grease, dirt and staining on the aircraft. Now I had to read that a couple of times thinking, well, you put it into the update and then immediately, in computer terms, you've updated again to take it away. So what went wrong? Well, eventually I found some more details, and it turned out that COWS were not happy with the way that the update had been put out, the end result of the aircraft, and they were going for the got to be very realistic in the way it looks. Now, there's no doubt about it, this is a very, very realistic, good-looking model. Now, what they were trying to create in the previous update was to add a little bit of life into the aircraft and add some staining in certain places. We already had the exhaust staining, and you could just see some of the blotches on the wings and some of the markings on the leading edge of the wings here to indicate, obviously, the airflow as the aircraft flies. But they added some blotches and dots to the fuselage to basically, in my view, add a little bit more grit and life into these aircraft. I mean, you can get these aircraft that look like just literally come out of the factory, and that's not the way that COWS were going for. So they put this 1.0.5 update out there to add quite a few blemishes to the aircraft to make it look more realistic, and then they've decided that it wasn't really they could do better, I think is the best way of describing it. It wasn't a bad update, they could just do better. So they've taken away what was most of 1.0.5 in 1.0.6, so you've basically lost a few things. We've still kept a few of the textures to make the aircraft look a lot better. Well, I say a lot better, I mean it always looked great as it was, but they have been tweaking the way the aircraft looks, the reflections on the fuselage and whatnot, and they've been doing that over the time of the lifespan of the aircraft. Now, they have said, well, I should say they haven't said that they're going to completely get rid of the idea of adding dirt and grime and, you know, oil staining and all that kind of stuff to their aircraft. They've just said that they can probably do it a little bit better. So I'm hoping in a new update that will come back and it will look better. I'm not going to say that the old update looked bad, but it's nice that COWS have basically said, hold our hands up, we could have done better, and hopefully in a new update we will be doing better. Now, they also mentioned, now this wasn't part of the update, but I think they're using the way they designed the Twin Star into way they're designing their new aircraft, their new Diamond aircraft, the single engine variant. Now, they did mention Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and their new aircraft. Now, I'm hoping that the new aircraft also is coming out for 2020 and future updates will come out for 2020. Obviously, I don't know how 2024 is going to relate to 2020 in the way aircraft look and how they're created by developers. But I would like to think that cows are going to carry on making updates for the Twin Star, and they're going to obviously make a new aircraft, a new Diamond aircraft, the DA40, I do believe. I'm hoping that that will be obviously released for this sim as well as 2024. But again, that is all down to the hands of the gods at the moment. We don't really know. So I just thought I'd do this little video. Normally I'd go through what is part of, you know, a new update, but to be honest with you, there was more taken away than what was added to an update, so there isn't really much point in going through too much. This is the new 1.0.6 version of the Twin Star, and we've still got some of the staining, like I say, but we've lost some of the dots that were on the fuselage. To be honest, you know, when you really zoomed in with the drone cam, and I mean really got close to the aircraft, they didn't look brilliant. But when you came away and like looked at it from, like, say, that range, it looked all right for me personally. But I could see why cows are probably not too best pleased with their handiwork. So, like I say, we've had 1.0.6. I'm hoping there's going to be a little bit of time now between version, you know, 1.06 coming out and 1.07 coming out. I don't want to, you know, find out in a couple of days' time that version's come out. But yeah, I think it's fantastic that cows are going to the level of not just adding repaints or adding differing versions of the Twin Star, but they're actually going into the level of making their product look absolutely fantastic. Because as a general aviation fan on the flight simulator, I do believe that Diamond do make some of the most beautiful looking aircraft in the real world, and cows have done a fantastic job of creating a flight sim version of, so far, the Twin Star, and I cannot wait. I just literally cannot wait for the DA40 to come out, or start getting pictures of the DA40 even to, you know, to have a look at. I'm hoping, I'm going to do some digging. Hopefully it's going to be coming out for 2020 as well as 2024, obviously, and we'll see what happens about that in the future, and that's way in the future. So yeah, I just thought I'd do this little video. So this is the DA42 Twin Star 1.0.6 update video. If you have any questions or comments about this, again, bang them below on the YouTube video, and I shall see you guys and girls in a future Flight Simulator 2020 video very soon.